2 years ago, I started posting faceless videos on YouTube, and since then, I've made over $500,000 without ever showing my face. And in this video, I'm going to share the 21 lessons I've learned that can help you do the exact same thing. And these are the strategies that took me from just random uploads that got no views to building real faceless YouTube businesses that make me money while I sleep, and not just from ad revenue, but also from affiliate offers and my own digital products. So enough of that, let's get into lesson number 1. Number 1, create titles and thumbnails before you make your videos. When you're running a faceless YouTube channel, your title and thumbnail are everything. You don't have a personality or a face to carry the click. So your packaging, which I like to call it, which is the title and thumbnail, is the hook. That's why you should create your title and thumbnail first before even writing the script. Think of it as the product box. If people don't click on it instantly while scrolling, your video won't even get a chance. Once you have a strong hook, you can build the script, the editing and visuals around delivering on that promise. Now this is very important because you don't want to clickbait them into clicking and then not delivering on that promise. That might get you some cheap views and income, but it won't build an audience and a sustainable income, which is at least my goal, but I want it to be your goal as well. And creating titles and thumbnails before you make your videos will help tremendously with that. And this is how faceless channels with no personal brand can still pull millions of views. So just plan the click first and then make the videos to satisfy the click and the viewer. And I promise, without this, even an amazing quality of a video, it will get buried if you don't have a good packaging. Number 2, study your analytics like you're getting a PhD. Running a faceless YouTube business is all about systems. Since you're not on screen, the only way to know what is working is through data. Like, you don't have a personality that you can lean on and have that carry you. Like PewDiePie, for instance, he could post literally anything and he will get views because he has built an audience that likes his personality. Like, take this video as an example. Like, try uploading and recreating that, just like uploading a video titled funny montage, and see how many views you get. You will get basically nothing. So we can't lean on our personality, but as faceless YouTubers, we are just blessed with analytics. And YouTube analytics will show you exactly which thumbnails attracts clicks, which videos keep viewers watching, and which topics bring in subscribers. So just treat this like research. So just study your analytics and just look for patterns, like what colors, words, or editing styles keep the people hooked. Like, if a documentary style video holds 60% retention, while a kind of a list style video like a top 10 only keeps 30%, then that might not be a good route to go down on. But again, we have talked about this before. Average view duration, click-through rate, all the metrics that kind of YouTube writes you can be flawed and doesn't tell the whole story. So it's great to have a look, but don't get too consumed by it. Like, the only really analytic that you should get consumed by is, guess what, the views. So if video has more views than others on your channel, then study what worked and do that again. It's really as simple as that. Just double down on what works. Number 3, keep your thumbnails simple and clickbaity. With faceless content, thumbnails are your only kind of face. That's why they need to be clean, bold, and just instantly clickable. So don't clutter it with too many words or images or elements. There really shouldn't be more than 3 key elements in the thumbnail itself. Like, don't get too invested in the details. Remember, when you are on home screen, which is where you get the most views from, people are seeing your thumbnails from a pretty small viewpoint, so they won't really see every single detail, like if unless there are some reason to like study your thumbnail, which is very unlikely. So a trick is, when you're creating your thumbnails, just zoom out, and if you can understand it, if you can understand the concept of the thumbnail and it is intriguing when you're zoomed out, then that is a very good sign. So for niches like documentaries, stories, or finance, like kind of dramatic stills and curiosity driven text is usually what works best. For kind of a list or compilation channels, kind of big numbers paired with very strong visuals, that's both intriguing and kind of instantly captures attention, works very well. And don't shy away from clickbait. I will talk about this a little bit more in detail later, but YouTube is competitive and it's a zero-sum game. If a person clicks on your video on the homepage, then that's a lot of other different videos they didn't click on. So make sure to make it as clickbaity as possible. Like, if your video doesn't grab attention in half a second, your video won't get a chance amongst all the others out there. But again, the trick is to deliver on the promise, so the viewers won't feel tricked or clickbaited. And that won't go well if you plan to build a long-term channel and turn it into passive income where you can earn money even without uploading. If you decided to stop or post very little videos like I did on this channel and it's still earning me money, and that is because I followed that. So clean, bold, curiosity-driven thumbnails they're literally your most powerful tool. Number 4, ask your subscribers for what you want, likes, subscribers, etc. A big mistake faceless creators make is assuming viewers will automatically know what to do after watching. I promise you, they won't. You need to give them direction, and you should give them direction. That means adding clear call to actions in your scripts and edits. For instance, like this video, subscribe for more, very basic of course, but like one more, like watch the next video here. For faceless channels, CTAs can be built into text overlays, AI voiceovers, or just like end screen prompts. Now, it may feel repetitive just saying this constantly, but I promise you it works. Viewers need reminders, and the difference between asking and not asking could be thousands of subscribers over time. And if you want to build an audience, then the fact that a lot of your viewers, your most core audience, are subscribed, it will just make it a lot easier on you. And also CTAs, by CTAs, I mean call to actions, they don't just grow your channel, they also grow your business. You can tell viewers to join your email list, grab a free resource, or check out an affiliate product. And over time, this will build predictable income from sponsorships, digital products, and affiliate sales on top of ad revenue, which is what we want. We want to just take it all. Number 5, understand YouTube is just one big game of trial and error. If you take a look at just about any faces channel, you will see that even the biggest faces YouTube channels don't hit gold on every upload. Some videos flop, some surprise you, and some just take months before they just suddenly explode, like the one I had on one of my channels. And that is normal. YouTube is essentially one big kind of experiment. And your job is to test different titles, different thumbnails, different formats and editing styles until you discover what your audience and the algorithm loves, and then doubling down on that. Instead of being discouraged by a bad video, just treat it as data. Just kind of understand what went wrong. So did you have a bad hook? Did people leave more in the first 30 seconds than they did before? Which you can see in your view duration tab. Like if they did that, then that is, for instance, a lesson that you can improve in the next video. And also remember the 80-20 Pareto principle, which means that only about 20% of your videos will drive 80% of your growth and revenue. And that is why testing matters so much and is crucial. And just the faster you experiment, the sooner you will find those outliers that carry your entire channel. Number 6, have an upload schedule. Consistency is probably the most important step when it comes to building a profitable faceless YouTube business. And one way to do that is just having an upload schedule. And this is very important for faceless channels, more than kind of personality driven ones, because when viewers don't have a personal connection to a creator's face or personality, they kind of connect through a habit. So uploading on a predictable schedule keeps your channel kind of alive in their minds. It also signals to YouTube that you are a reliable creator, but only if you manage to satisfy the viewers, of course. Now this doesn't mean daily uploads, it means sustainable consistently. Maybe that's 2 videos a week or 3. I will go more into detail on this later, but I like to batch my scripts, edits, and thumbnails so I can keep a steady pipeline. And since now I outsource just about every aspect, that also helps me in case something comes up, like my editor got sick, for instance. So being consistent with your uploads is crucial. A random upload here and there, it won't cut it in most niches. So you want viewers to expect your content, almost like a TV show. So just stick to rhythm, and over time, both the algorithm and your audience will reward you if you manage to satisfy them. Number 7, spend money to improve output and quality. One of the fastest ways to separate yourself from the flood of just faceless channels in today's age is by investing back into your production. At the start, it's fine to use free tools and basic editing, but over time, just upgrading your workflow, it will just pay off massively. This could mean hiring a freelance scriptwriter who makes better scripts than ChatGPT can, upgrading your editing software, or outsourcing thumbnail design to professionals who have worked with other faceless channels before and they kind of know color theory, how to make intriguing thumbnails, how to make thumbnails that deliver on the promise inside the video. It could also mean just hiring people so you can increase your output. So go from uploading 3 times a week to uploading daily or making videos longer so you can just stand out to your competitors in that way with a higher view duration. And just better quality will equal higher retention, higher click-through rate, and ultimately more revenue because of just the views that you will get. And like, don't think of it as an expense, think of it as fuel and kind of investment into your Faceless YouTube business. And just remember, a well-edited video can literally double ad revenue. A sharp thumbnail can triple how many people click on your video, plus a higher quality will also make it easier to sell affiliate offers, make it easier to capture emails and promote digital products, which again can make you some serious money. So just being smart with how you spend your money could literally multiply your returns. So the Lamborghinis in Dubai, eating chicken tikka masala, like that can wait. Number 8, ask yourself what your audience wants to watch, not what videos you want to make. A common trap for Faceless creators is making videos that they personally find interesting instead of what the audience actually wants. Remember, YouTube is not about you, it's about the viewer. And the algorithm rewards content that keeps people watching and makes them stay on the platform as long as possible so that they can watch as much ads as possible. So your job is to meet demand and keep them on the platform. So study trending niches, formats and outlier videos in your niche if you have found a niche. Then create your own version that fits the demand and take what's working and add your own spin to it. And this kind of mindset shift is very important because it leads to predictable growth, which is our goal with building a Faceless business. And the more you kind of deliver what people are already looking for, the faster you will grow your audience, which means more opportunities to plug affiliate links, build an email list, and sell digital products. Always prioritize audience interest over your own personal interest. Number 9 is just keep uploading. The biggest reason I see most people fail with Faceless channels isn't bad content, it's just being inconsistent. Like, people who upload 5 to 10 videos, they want to see results and then they will quit. But YouTube, and I would argue with literally anything else in life, it just rewards persistence. Every upload is data that you can use and analyze, and every upload is another lottery ticket. Like, one video can literally turn your whole life around. And the truth is, your first 50 or 100 videos may not blow up, but that is okay, because each one is practice and proof of work. As you upload consistently, you will improve titles, thumbnails, editing, and storytelling without even realizing it. Plus, more uploads means more channels to hit those kind of 20% winner videos that will drive 80% of your traffic. So just keep going long enough and you will build a library that, first of all, compounds views for months or years, and that will build passive income if you got a kind of good monetization strategy set up for that. So please, as I said, remember that one video could literally change everything. This happened to me when this video here took off and literally got my whole channel exploded. If I would have given up because I wasn't getting the views I wanted, then I would probably be in a dead-end job right now, instead of kind of living life on my own terms and doing whatever I want at such a young age. And it's all because I just kept uploading. Number 10, spend twice as long on titles and thumbnails as you currently are. For Faceless channels, titles and thumbnails are the content. That's why I covered it in the first step. Like, viewers don't care about your editing skills until they've actually clicked, and they'll only click if your packaging grabs their attention. As I've said, most people rush this part, but you should be spending at least twice as much time here as you are doing. So test different versions, research competitor titles, analyze which thumbnails are getting the most clicks in your niche, study adjacent niches that are performing well. So let's say you have an NFL channel, then look at what basketball channels are doing and test if you can transfer that over to your niche. A tiny improvement in click-through rate, as I've said, can mean thousands of extra views on the same video, and more views equals more money, and more views equal more revenue opportunities like ad revenue, affiliate links, digital products, email lists, etc. Like, I should just say it means more money. Think of titles and thumbnails as the front door of a channel, and the more irresistible they are, then the more people will kind of come inside. So try to kind of channel your inner witch in that, what's it called, Hansel and Gretel kind of story. Number 11, copy the video ideas of your competition and do not reinvent the wheel. One of the biggest mistakes Faceless creators make is trying to be too original. The truth is, YouTube rewards what already works on their platform. If a video in your niche has millions of views, then that's proof the market wants that topic and the algorithm likes that video. And your job isn't to reinvent the wheel. It's to study what's already getting attention and make your own version of it with your own spin and make it with better packaging, better editing, or kind of better delivery, and just trying to make the video better than your competitor or just longer so you get more watch time. And this is exactly how I'm getting the results I'm getting and scaling fast without having to be constantly focused on video production, because I basically just find proven winners, replicate that idea, and inject my own spin to it. Remember, competition is a signal, it's not a threat. And because you're faceless, you can test more formats without that personality bias. So use competitor ideas as the templates, then layer that with affiliate links, lead magnets, and digital products to monetize smarter. There is literally no way you won't earn thousands of dollars doing that if you're just consistent. Number 12, bad videos may be forgiven, but bad audio is unforgivable. With Faceless YouTube, audio is very important. You can get away with stock footage, simple slides, or AI visuals that look really bad, but if your audio is muffled, if it's too robotic or just distracting or very loud or very low, then people will just click off instantly. And that is why I use level apps for about 80% of my channels, and the rest I use real human voiceovers. And the level apps is simply the best AI voiceover out there in my opinion. It's number one, it's very realistic, but it's also affordable, and it can be very flexible. You can start on the cheapest plan and usually run 2 Faceless channels with it. If you need more, then you can just upgrade. I personally use the $99 plan, and when I go over the limit, the extra charges are just like a few cents per sentence almost. Like right now I'm using over my plan monthly, and I only paid about $60 extra, which is nothing compared to the returns I'm getting. And just the library of voices is huge, and you can even design your own with the new Level Labs V3. And that's why I always link Level Labs in my descriptions. It's that good, and it makes the scaling Faceless channels so much easier. And yes, you can get monetized with an AI voiceover. Don't believe all of these so-called gurus telling you that you can't use it anymore. They're either gatekeeping it or just trying to sell you a course or coaching program teaching their kind of methods. Number 13, celebrate haters, as most channels rarely even get comments. Now, haters are proof you are winning. Most channels never get engagement at all, and silence is literally worse than criticism. On Faceless channels, you will often see comments like, "Oh, this is clearly an AI voice," even when it's an actual real one. Most of these people in your comments, they're basically just NPCs, like ignore them. They're not serious viewers. And the truth with YouTube is that engagement is engagement. Every comment, every like, even negative ones, signals activity to the algorithm. Instead of getting defensive, treat it as validation that your content is reaching real people. So if you're getting haters, it means that your videos are finally kind of circulating outside of your bubble and is reaching a new audience. So just lean into it. Reply if you want. I don't have the time for that personally, but either way, haters are a milestone of kind of that your channel is growing. And to be fair, some of it might be constructive criticism that you can take and make sure to improve on in the next video. So don't treat negativity as a negative. Number 14, 3x your content production output through batching. YouTube rewards consistency, but when you start outsourcing, whether it's scripts, editing, or thumbnails, production can actually slow down if you don't organize it properly. That's where batching comes in. Instead of treating every video as a single project, just create in bulk. Write 5 to 10 scripts at once, record all the voiceovers in one sitting, and then hand them off to your editor together, or edit them themselves if you do that. And do the same with thumbnails. Get them all designed in a batch. And this system keeps your pipeline flowing smoothly, and it avoids kind of the waiting game that can kill a lot of momentum. And it's going to kill you as well, especially if you're growing and your editor or something got sick, meaning like you won't get a video that day. That can be very annoying. And when you batch, you can 3x your content output without burning out. And the more consistently you post, the more YouTube pushes your content onto homepages and suggested feeds where the real growth happens, as we have discussed. Number 15, blend trending and search-oriented content for optimal results. Now, SEO is very overrated on YouTube. In the beginning, you may pick up some traction from search-based videos like tutorials, how-tos, or listicles, but the real growth, the big numbers, come from actually getting views on the homepage and suggested videos. That's where YouTube drives the bulk of its traffic. So your goal should always be to make videos that perform well enough to be pushed there. That said, blending trending topics with some search-based content is very smart, and the search content helps you get discovered early because that's where you usually get your first views, while the trending and homepage friendly videos drive the majority of your growth long term. So think of search as a door and kind of homepage as the stadium. You want to use both, but you want to aim for the stadium, of course. Number 16, link your videos together using end screens. YouTube's main goal is simple, and that is to keep viewers on the platform, as I've said before, so that they can show more ads to that viewer. If you help YouTube do that, then they will reward you with more reach. And if I could only tell you one thing about Faceless YouTube, that would be it. And that is why linking your videos is so powerful. Always end with a clear CTA, like for this channel, I would say something like, now check out this video where I will show you how to set up your channel properly so you don't have to make the mistakes that kill growth. And by guiding viewers to a second video, you boost watch time and session duration, which is two of YouTube's strongest ranking signals. And this can also work across multiple channels. Like if one channel is thriving, you can point traffic to a sub-niche channel and kind of give it a head start. But just make sure the audience overlap, or you will just confuse the algorithm and hurt both of your channels. Number 17, your channel won't grow without clickbait. Clickbait is not optional, it's just basic survival on YouTube. On Faceless YouTube, you don't have a personal brand to carry weak packaging. Like if you are Mr. Beast, you can just slap your face onto the thumbnail and just have, I don't know, just a black screen and just like some really bad text like, oh my god, and it would get clicks. You can't do that with Faceless videos. Or maybe if you have a very big audience and you just slap your logo in the corner, but for most of you, you can't rely on that. The algorithm only pushes what gets clicked, and that comes down to titles and thumbnails. So don't think of clickbaiting as lying, think of it as curiosity. And the key is ethical clickbait. So you want to tease, but you always want to deliver, or you will just ruin the trust of the people clicking, which will hurt you long term. I know I mentioned clickbait before, but this is just very important to just drill into your brain. A video titled The Untold Story of Blank works because it sparks intrigue, but it must actually give viewers what they expect. Without this, your videos won't get the chance to perform, no matter how good the content is. And remember, more clicks equals more revenue opportunities. Every extra 1,000 clicks means more ad views, of course, and more revenue, but it also means more people seeing your affiliate links and more email signups for your digital products. So you want as hard as you can to make them click, but it's crucial you deliver on that promise. Number 18, by attempting to please everyone, you end up satisfying no one. The worst thing you can do on Faceless YouTube is try to be too broad and appeal to everyone. In practice, that means having very watered down content, very generic topics, and videos that get lost in the noise of the millions of videos on YouTube. Instead, pick a clear lane, speak directly to the audience you want, if that is finance, documentary, stories, fitness, or even narrower niches within them. And the algorithm actually rewards this type of clarity. When YouTube sees that your content is geared towards a specific audience that constantly watches and engages, it will push your videos harder on homepages and suggested feeds, and that's how you grow. Because viewers know exactly what they're getting, so they binge, they subscribe, and they actually return for more. That's how you build loyal traffic that you can monetize with affiliate links, email funnels, and digital products. And just a focused audience will beat a broad audience literally every single time. And that doesn't mean you're capped in your viewers just based on how many people are in your niche or kind of are interested in that topic. YouTube can see that this specific audience like your content and come back to it regularly, so they will just push it to a more broader and colder audience to see if they like it as well. Number 19, extend that time investment even further. I'm going to repeat this. If you think you're spending enough time on titles and thumbnails, then double it. And then double it again. Packaging is 80% of Faceless YouTube. I think I've said this a lot already, but it doesn't matter how polished your editing is if no one actually clicks in the first place. The biggest Faceless channels you see today spend an absurd amount of time just testing and refining thumbnails, because literally a 1% increase in people clicking your thumbnail can equal hundreds of thousands of extra views. And that again translates directly to your revenue. More ad impressions, more clicks on affiliate links, and more eyeballs on your digital product, you get it. So 3 titles and thumbnails like basically paid ads, because they are. The more effort you put into making them irresistible to the viewer, then the more YouTube will reward you with free traffic. Number 20, recover expenses and generate profits by promoting products and services. Running a Faceless YouTube channel isn't just about AdSense. You can turn every video into a profit center, you could say, by adding affiliate offers, your own digital products or services in the description. This way, the money you spend on tools, voiceovers, or editors gets covered very quickly. For example, if you're paying $60 to $100 a month for a level apps or thumbnail design, then one affiliate sale or digital product purchase can usually offset that. And over time, these promotions will stack, especially if it's recurring. And you can move from simply just covering costs to generating some serious profit. And smarter Faceless creators, they start building email lists of their traffic and then sell higher ticket offers later. So please don't just rely on ad revenue, build multiple income streams tied to your content, so every upload pays you in more than one way, and that is how you build an actual Faceless business and not just another side hustle. Number 21, your first 100 videos will be bad, and that is okay as long as the next 100 aren't. Every Faceless creator struggles in the beginning. Your first 100 videos might have a weak title, average thumbnails, and less than perfect editing, but that doesn't mean that they are wasted. Some of them will start earning revenue or bringing in affiliate sales if the topic resonates, but the key is to not just quit too early. Remember, it took Mr. Beast 4 years just to reach 1,000 subscribers, and now his net worth is, like over $1 billion. Success comes from persistence and improvement. I've seen from students that the real growth usually kicks in after your first 100 uploads, because that is when you have tested formats, refined your niche, and found what works. And that is where you apply the 80-20 rule, doubling down on the smaller percentage of videos that drive the majority of results. Stick it out long enough, and those bad videos become stepping stones to financial freedom, which is my goal with Faceless YouTube, and it's what I want you guys to strive for as well. And seriously, it's possible. I know you probably heard this 1,000 times before, but it's true. Like, if I can do this, then so can you. I'm not smarter than you. I don't have some secret advantage. I'm just a bit further ahead in the YouTube game, and the only difference between us is that I started earlier and I stuck with it. If you commit, stay consistent, and apply these lessons, there's no reason you can't build the same kind of Faceless channel and income stream for yourself. And to make that even easier, I put together a free school community where you'll get access to a Faceless YouTube masterclass, basically everything you need to get started with Faceless YouTube. I also have detailed niche lists, my go-to tool stack, extra videos, and a ton of resources that I wish I had when I first started. Plus, you'll be surrounded by a community of like-minded people who are building Faceless YouTube channels just like you. So click the link below, join for free, and start building your Faceless YouTube empire. Have a great day.